There you go. Hey everyone, this is
Live.
Alejandro with Fractal Fridays. We are live today, week 5, episode 5. I'm here with Rohit of Blockchain Noodles, and right now we're listening to the BTC anthem from influencer in India, and it's pretty dang. Pretty dang. How you doing, Rohit?
Hi. I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah. So that was just
So
basically the
that
BTC anthem.
hey, you can definitely become an RJ. Your voice with that music was looking good. It was sounding good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the person also before told me I can go into like the audio biz or I should go on the radio or something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, I mean, hey, maybe this guy here, good find Rohit, it will turn into an NFT. Anyway, guys, welcome back. So we got a bunch of things to talk about today. Rohit actually has a lot of interesting information that he found on the technicals of Bitcoin and what's going on with crypto in general, and we're going to go through those right now one by one. So let us start
Sounds
off
good.
first. Yeah, let's start off with let's see, I'm trying to find this article here. Oh yes, here we are. I have a bit of a technical issue right now. And that problem is fixed. All right. A little hiccup. All right. So buyer and seller behavior analyzing Bitcoin is fundamental. So we don't really talk about fundamentals often in this chat. It's mainly a lot of technicals, which we will cover in a second. But so Rohit, like, what was your main find from this? I checked this out a little
Yeah.
before about the different levels, but what are your thoughts on
Yeah.
what you found?
So this article is pretty interesting. It shows the three layers in which the information on the Bitcoin network can be dug into. So depending on what as an investor you are, you can go deeper and deeper into the fundamentals of the on-chain analysis for Bitcoin. So if you scroll down, there's a very interesting chart that shows something called coin time destroyed. So a little lower than that.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah, this is the chart. So coin time destroyed is basically the number of bitcoins that are transacted in an hour multiplied by the total time that they were held in a wallet before they were transacted. So,
Right.
for example, there are two bitcoins that are transacted in an hour, and they were held for 2 weeks before they were transacted. Then the total coin time destroyed after transacting them becomes 2 into the 2 weeks. So that's 4 weeks of coin time were destroyed before they were transacted, which means the more coin time is destroyed, so the more investors are feeling that there's a top in the Bitcoin market price, and there's a the price can fall. So if you see in the chart, this line which is there, it's 2018, and you can see that the coin time destroyed in 2018 was way higher than what we are seeing right now. So that's a very interesting thing, I think, with the chart. This article is, I think, one of the most important articles if people want to read about and invest into Bitcoin as a significant amount. We are not talking about a few hundred or even a few $1,000s, but if you're planning to put maybe $10,000 into Bitcoin, then this is something that you should definitely look at.
I actually saw something not from ARK Invest, even though I was surprised our ARK was actually doing stuff with crypto. So that's actually interesting. I know they do a lot of stuff with different ETFs, but I saw something similar with Glassnode, and yeah, like commenting like. I know it feels like for many people that were in a bubble, but according to this chart, like it may not seem like it, or at least maybe we're hitting a local top first. So very interesting chart you brought up.
So you're right. This chart that we just saw above, this was originally shared by Glassnode, and then ARK
Glassnode.
reshared it and had a discussion on that topic. So yeah.
Perfect. Oh yeah, I just see right here, and then this one, source, Arc Management, Investment, and Glassnode. This one I saw too. Just wanted to talk about it a bit. When market cap is below realized cap, the market as a whole stands at a loss. Today, the realized cap is approximately 350 million, about 65% below market cap. So that's also interesting. It's marking the times where the market cap met the realized cap, and it seems like the market cap is higher than the realized cap currently, but there are certain points where they touch. And I don't know if this is kind of foreshadowing that there's going to be a bear market in the near future. Hopefully not, but very interesting that this is covered regardless. All right. What I wanted to also bring up was the support on the 58K levels. So I know a lot of people were asking, like, hey, still asking me, should I buy into Bitcoin? Should I wait until we get down to 40K? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. So,
I don't think so. I don't
yeah,
think so. We
yeah.
are going to go to 40K levels.
No, yeah. I mean, they're waiting for that. But anyway, let's just bring this up very quick. So let's see. And here we are. All right. Yeah, so basically, so looking at this chart, strong Bitcoin support, it's holding around 58K. So what do you take from that, Rohit? Because I have seen Bitcoin, of course, not really doing much of anything for the past 2 weeks. I know Ethereum, of course, last week was pumping, and people are just waiting. I'm waiting, at least. I'm waiting for Ethereum to just shoot up. I know that Bitcoin's dominance dropped to 55%. So what do you think this chart's like saying for the short term?
Yeah. So if you click on the chart, it will zoom in on the screen. It shows that, yeah, if you click it, it will zoom in. Yeah. So it shows that at 58,000 levels, the volume which is on to the right, the green bar which is on to the right, that's the volume, is
Mhm.
is a significant higher volume. So we see that there's a support level at this point, and there's
Mhm.
consolidation happening. The next support level that we see and higher volume, if you see, is at the range of 47 to 50,000 level, and the
Mhm.
next level that you see is below that. So it shows that how much Bitcoin is being transacted at those price levels. So right now what we see is that 58,000 level is a very good point at which we are standing right now. And in the coming days, it seems like we are going to go up from here because there's a lot of consolidation already happened. We know that Bitcoin has not moved from this range since a few days now. So that's a good thing. This chart is very bullish.
Right, right. And like I had mentioned earlier about the dominance levels from the previous bull markets, I realized or I saw that when the Bitcoin dominance level goes down, not necessarily meaning Bitcoin goes down, that like you just said consolidates, the altcoin market is booming. Now that usually meant Ethereum would
Yes.
boom, and that's exactly what I've been waiting for. But there are a bunch of other coins out there, like Engine Coin, for example, which full disclosure, I hold some that are just going gangbusters, and a bunch of like others have just been exploding. So even though Ethereum is left behind, it it seems still like a very good possible altcoin surge in the short term. But yeah, Bitcoin does seem
Absolutely.
healthy, and I guess this could be a local top, like a local
Yeah.
top, not a
So
market top.
so what
Go.
happens is if the market capitalization of the cryptocurrencies go up, and if the Bitcoin, what do you say, if the Bitcoin prices are stagnant, then the altcoin will go up. So what you're seeing right now is that the Bitcoin dominance reducing a little, but the market capitalization increasing, which means that the altcoin season is going to come in. So yeah, you may be in
Perfect.
for a good ride since you're holding a lot of crypto. Uh,
Yeah, like I've just been holding on to my Bitcoin, like even after a lot of people are like, "Oh, you should sell," and then there's of course the other team that's like,
yeah,
"No, you should hold forever," and I'm like, "But I want to make profits," and I don't know, it's all this craziness. But
yeah.
anyway, let me. All right, I also wanted to bring up another chart that you found, and this one is actually something that brings a lot of hope for the continuation of the bull market, which I also believe will still happen. I could be wrong. Is
Mhm.
this chart right here? And let's see here. I think it was, yes, this is the one, right? So So the hollow wave of 2017 and the hollow wave of 2021. So it looks like, yeah, here we already passed the hollow wave or the great accumulation period, right? But if we follow the 2017 model, it looks like we still have a long way to go in terms of the overall market cap. Is that what I'm looking?
Yes, yes. So this image is very bullish. It is showing that the hot wave compared to 2017, what we are seeing right now, is probably the second leg up. We will again have a third leg up, and probably this leg is going to be bigger than what we've seen in the previous two legs. So the first one was shooting out of the 19,000 levels into 33,000 levels, and then again touching 50,000 levels. And then now we are trying to push from 16, maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe to even 100,000 levels pretty soon. So yeah.
All right. So guys, you heard it here. Like well, if I could say blockchain noodles, I personally believe that this bull market ain't over. Maybe we hit a local top first, but it seems like this market
Yeah.
is not going to come down. But not investment advice. Anyway, on that note, I wanted to bring on a friend of mine that I've known from the Blockchain Center in Miami before it shut down, unfortunately, due to COVID. Hopefully it comes back. But she's been involved in blockchain gaming and VR. I mentioned Engine Coin earlier, a bunch of alts. She has experience in the space. So I wanted to bring on our friend, the BTC Queen. Hey, how you doing? What's up? What's up? So tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, Rohit, I know just introduced to you. I've known you through the center, but what got you into crypto? What expertise can you bring? Blockchain gaming. Give us the rundown.
Awesome. So, hey guys, I'm Annalise, also known as the Bitcoin Queen in the space. I've been in crypto for the past 4, going on 5 years now, going on strong. Yes, Alejandro, I did meet you through the Blockchain Center in downtown Miami, which has unfortunately closed since COVID.
Yeah.
That used to be like the bombest place.
Mhm.
And through the Blockchain Center, I had an office space there, and we used to do media. Since then, I've expanded into sectors such as VR and just NFTs, because that's the hot thing right now, blockchain gaming, general education, and more. What else did you ask me?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, because I know
Oh God,
you've been.
Twitter.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Advertise,
we were
right?
looking at
The video.
yeah, we were looking at the Bitcoin dance. So maybe you can also showcase your dance steps next time when we have you here on the song that we were playing earlier.
I love that video. It's straight up 90s, like just like a Prince of Bel Air vibe. I love it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there's this
yeah.
oh God, there's this song. Like sometimes I hear music and I have this sudden urge for some reason to make a video related to cryptocurrency or
Of course.
Bitcoin that like kind of goes with the lyrics of that song. So in that one, it's like saying like watch me do my dance, like in these $1,000 pants. And this is when Bitcoin was going up like basically $1,000 a day. Like you would wake up to
I
a new
remember.
all-time high every day. Like this was back in December. And I came up with the idea of just making the video. I jumped in front of my green screen and said, "All right, let me just get half of the Bitcoin gear I own," and like it was fun. It was fun, but yeah, yeah.
Cool. No,
So
yeah.
you actually have the Miami crypto experience like thing. I see it there. That is something that's coming up in Miami. If anybody is watching and is in the Miami area as a local Florida native, or if you're coming from out of town and you want to experience some fun, that's going to be April 21st through the 23rd. Actually, it's going to be a little earlier than that because now there's a 420 party. And I don't know if you guys know who Rich B. Caliente is, but he's going to be hosting it. And apparently DJ Irie is going to be there. And there's going to be a performance by Ace Hood and a couple other celebrities. So I'm actually really excited for that. But it's going to be a sick event. I'm really excited. I'm doing a art gala there at the conference. We did a partnership, and I'll be representing BitBasel, which is a company that I've basically helped found or founded. And we specialize in NFTs here in the city of Miami, and we're really building up Wynwood to kind of be like the representative for that, because Miami is one of the few places where Art Basel happens every year. There's like 5 or 6 places around the world that have an Art Basel, And like we were lucky enough to have it. And Wynwood has such a like a historic art district that we were like, hey, gotta make this thing big.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Hey,
I'm really glad.
Ace, were you not talking about the Miami just a while ago while we were on the call?
Yes,
You didn't
yes.
ask.
How Miami is coming up with
Well, I mean, so no,
Yeah.
I exactly, Annalise, I'm really glad you brought the Basel up, and yeah, I mean, that's Miami is definitely coming up with crypto. I actually read an article recently. I mean, we're kind of short on time, so I'm not going to bring it up. How even Tampa, Florida, has a bunch of blockchain companies. So Florida is turning into this kind of mecca in the U.S. Mainly Miami, Austin, Texas as well. A lot of tech is moving in that direction, but going back to BitBasel, yeah, there's a bunch of these. BitBasel's held every year. I remember going back to the first one in 2019. Annalise, I know you helped put it together, and I was blown away by all the augmented reality stuff and Johnny Dollar's stuff and everything that you brought with Jerome with the VR headsets. It was great. But the Miami conference is coming up. Is that in April or is that next month, or where's that going to be held?
There's like everyone's coming to Miami, right? So it's like almost like what conference are you talking about? Because Bitcoin 2021 is going to be here in June. San Francisco is basically moving to Miami, and some of them are moving to Texas. Like you got the Elon guys who need a lot of cheap land and space. They're going to Texas. Or you got the big old tech companies that are looking for a pristine spot and like to have that California vibe. And just like nice weather, and they'll come to Miami. That's exactly what's happening. And there's two conferences coming up within the next like 2 months, which would be the Bitcoin 2021 in June, and then the Miami Crypto Experience. That one's like a 3-4 day conference, and that one's in April. That one's 2 weeks from now, actually.
Great.
Yeah,
so
I can completely see Miami as the hub, one of the hubs at least in the world, for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to just make it as a happening event, not only just for technical aspects, but to have it as a party event. Just people can go out and chill and learn about it. It doesn't have to be boring. So it's a fun thing to see here.
Yeah. I mean, Annalise,
there's going to be a lot of like performances, and I think people are going to be surprised by like what Miami is going to bring to the table this year.
I hear that for the Bitcoin 2021 event. Like I'm definitely want to make out to both. I'm still debating, especially on the second one. But I know that Tony Hawk is going to be one of the speakers, and also Jack Dorsey will be there. And I'm like, that's interesting. But I've never seen. Like, I know, Annalise, you grew up, north of me. I grew up, in Broward. I grew up here in Miami-Dade. And I've never seen so much of this tech coming to our regional area. And it's fantastic. It's great. I'm really passionate about it. Very quickly, do you know if any of these will be live streamed? Because Rohit's in Mumbai. Do you know if people will be able to see some of these events there?
So I'm not too sure if we're going to be doing a virtual portion for the event in April, which would be the Miami Crypto Experience. But I believe that Bitcoin 2021 was in the talks of live streaming their event. I don't think that everything will be live streamed, because I know there's a lot of pseudo anonymous individuals, especially within the Bitcoiner community.
Of course.
So I'm sure they're going to block off a talk or two, or not have someone featured if they do record it. But I don't know. I feel like yes, companies want to continue to accommodate for people like that can't necessarily leave their house and need to stay at home. Like, I think all conferences should always be streamed. Like, that's just kind of like rule of thumb, just for content purposes, right? But I feel like people are also experiencing like Zoom fatigue. Like, conferences have definitely seen a decline of virtual attendees. Like, at first it was cool, and then the more conferences that started happening, via a Zoom call or whatever platform they use, it's been like slowly declining because there's just so many. It kind of became saturated. So I don't know if they'll just skip the whole online portion and just do straight in person.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
maybe we can have some of the tickets airdropped in India by the organization. Yeah,
Instead of a coin drop, we'll have a ticket drop.
ticket airdrop. Oh, that might be a use case. I'm not sure. That can be something.
We
Yeah,
create go ahead.
if either of you boys are in the Miami area, I know Alejandro, you are,
Yeah.
but I can definitely like airdrop you guys some tickets to the April event. But I think also there's like some volunteer forms for
I
both.
saw that.
If you guys can't afford tickets, just volunteer, guys. That's the easiest way to attend a conference and not pay for it.
Yeah, I saw the volunteer form, and honestly, I mean, it's okay. I'm just gonna say, like, the money is not an issue for me. I was concerned more. Yeah, people are gonna rag on me. I was more concerned about the
Yeah,
whole entire fire situation. But go ahead.
yeah, and I think these events are for people who like-minded, like us on the call. So they're not worried about the money and stuff. They are just worried that I want to be a part of this. They want to be
Yeah,
part of something like that, bigger than what we are doing on our systems. So this is a perfect place. Yes.
yeah, and
Well,
go ahead.
well, you can't say that everyone who's like, because like some of these conferences, they are like ridiculously priced sometimes, especially for people who are new. Like for Bitcoin 2021, I think the tickets are going up from like $3.99 to $4.99. So if like somebody finds out about it now, it's just like, all right, I have to pay $500 just to like get in.
100%.
And like that's not including food. So it's like, I mean, it's a
Now
little
that's
bit
a
of a
barrier.
burden for some people, So like I always give people like advice: if you really can't come, look for volunteering. If you have like a channel, get media passes. See if you can get media passes. Like there's lots of ways that like some of these companies, even though they have their tickets priced at a certain rate, like they're willing to like work with the community and like have them attend.
Yeah.
No, but believe me, I'm definitely gonna reconsider. I'm just hoping I get my vaccine soon enough. But the thing is, like, I'm dying. Like, I'll speak for myself right now. I'm dying to get back around people at happy hours, at parties. I miss the Miami club scene, like the way it used to be back in the before times, as my friend would say. So, like, I want to be around humans again. It's killing me. So, I'm definitely gonna reconsider.
I don't think, and this is kind of strange because like I was saying to someone the other day, like Miami is one of the few places that can't really relate with the rest of the country and kind of the world. Miami never really shut down.
It never really did. No, it never really did. Yeah, my friend out in California, everything's
right now. It's crazy. It's packed.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm glad to see that things are still moving forward, and obviously, like, I guess I'm just trying to be responsible and whatnot. But hey, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely gonna check out the volunteer form, and I definitely advise for everyone who's watching that's in the area, check it out as well. Rohit, of course, I'll send you the links. Maybe, hopefully, there will be a live stream, regardless of there being the virus or not. It would make sense if there is. But anyway, we're definitely out of time. Just want to thank our BTC queen for joining us today. Her link is in the bio on the bottom. It would be twitter.com/the BTC queen. And guys, thank you very much again thanks again, Rohit, for joining us. And Annalise, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And we are going to be signing off. And looks like the bull market is still in full swing.
Roger that. Looks good.
All right, guys, take care, and you all have a good weekend.
Cheers.